안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-Soa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects, from K-entertainment to K-trends, K-sports, K-everything. And before you know, you'll be booking your flight to Korea. For today's show, we are joined by our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello everyone at home watching. Stick around for K-Enter, where I will have some of the latest K-entertainment news just for you.
All right, and we're also joined by our news features reporter Park Kwon-woo. Welcome, Kwon-woo.
Hi everyone. And I must say hi to our viewers as well. I'm Park Kwon-woo and I'm back with some more fun news on Earth just for you.
All right, just for you. And Kwon-woo, we heard that you visited some sports facilities in Gangwon-do province. You just came back yesterday, I heard, late in the evening. So why were you there? Did you go skating or skiing?
I wish I were there for like skating and skiing myself.
Winter holidays, yeah.
But this time I just had a chance to visit the annual DREAM program, which is one of the legacy projects of the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. And that's taking place in Gangwon-do province, of course, until January 19th this year. This program is well known for giving young people from around the globe the opportunity to experience winter sports, some for the first time ever in their lives. So before I tell you more about this, why don't we first take a closer look? 17-year-old Fatima is a promising figure skater from Peru. She has faced many challenges due to the lack of ice rinks near home, except for a small facility that's often closed, making it difficult for her to practice regularly. But Gangwon-do province, where the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics were held, has been providing opportunities for young people like Fatima for over 20 years with the support of related organizations through the DREAM program.
If you have a smaller rink, it's hard to train, but here it's easier because the ice is better and the conditions are better. Coming here is really privileged. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to achieve, but I think for now I want people to know that there is ice skating in Peru and to invite them to try it.
With better conditions, young talents have been able to practice to their fullest, gliding, jumping, and spinning. Every year, Gangwon-do province in South Korea runs the DREAM program, bringing young athletes who lack proper facilities and coaching in their home countries to train in an ideal environment just like here. Now let's go find out how hard these guys are working to achieve their goals. Now let's go. Professional coaches also help participants train for short track, helping them give their best effort and skate at full speed. Ski slopes covered in heavy snow are also offering unique experiences for those seeing snow for the first time.
The snowing is very brilliant and very cool, and this is the first time we come to snowing, so very interesting.
Very cool and very many experience the winter season, and thank you so much. Get Olympic medal, Winter Olympic.
Participants have steadily become used to the snow to the point where they could tackle steep slopes on their own. And despite the heavy snowfall on the day and falling during practice, they got back up right away. Since 2004, thousands of participants from around 100 countries, including Uganda and Guatemala, have taken part in the program, with hundreds advancing to international sports competitions. This year, over 120 people from around 28 countries participated in the 2-week program. These young talents will be returning to their homes next week, carrying with them the dreams of one day becoming winter sports stars, representing their countries.
So, Kwon-woo, you actually did go skating to some extent, right?
Yeah.
I thought you did quite well, but you remember when you went mountain biking, I think that was better.
Well, Kwon-woo always brings us some very fun stories and fun stand-ups as well. But, I was really interested in the part where you mentioned that some of these athletes actually make it to international sports competitions. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Exactly, as you said, among the hundreds that advanced to the international competitions. Around 20 made it to the Winter Olympics or the Winter Paralympics so far. I had a chance to interview Julian Yi, the first Malaysian figure skater to compete in the Olympics and the winner of multiple international competitions. And he's actually from this 2009 edition of the Dream program. And one fun fact about him is that he also participated in the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. So take a listen to him sharing his experience.
I thought that was like a huge stepping stone for me to just even realize and open my eyes to the world of winter sports. I always tell the participants to enjoy as much as they can, learn as much as they can from each other, from the coaches, and most importantly, to stay connected. I think it resonates with me a lot coming from Malaysia that we were not very developed and we made it this far.
And especially as he participated as a special coach in this year's event, he said that his current dream is to help countries with less developed figure skating programs and produce athletes who can compete on the world stage.
I think this is a wonderful program, but only I have some concerns that Team Korea will have tougher competition if we help out everyone.
Maybe.
I know. I mean, I think it's an absolutely fabulous program for people out there who don't get the opportunity to experience this. But there are some interesting problems. So, like, I've heard that climate change is actually changing the conditions for winter sports in Gangwon-do province as well. So how are they working on this issue?
As you mentioned, unfortunately, climate change is a matter in Korea as well. And ski resorts have been postponing their opening season over the past few years. However, an official from the Pyeongchang 2018 Legacy Foundation said they are working on creating indoor facilities where people can train while strengthening programs taking place at ice rinks, as they won't be affected by climate change, of course. And he also said training during the summer season is a possible option as well, saying that athletes in sports such as cross-country skiing and ski jumping can train even in the summer.
It's good that we have that alternative, that option. Well, thank you very much, Konu, for that interesting coverage. See you next time.
Thank you, Konu.
Of course, see you around.
And now time for K-Enter News with Walter Lee. Starting off with some news regarding 3 big names attending a fundraising concert in France.
Yes, and before I start, a big sorry to all our French viewers out there, because I'm probably going to butcher some of these names up, but I know that you're quite good at French, so you can help me out a little bit here. So BTS's J-Hope, Blackpink's Rosé, and Big Bang's G-Dragon are set to take stage at the charity concert named Gala des Passions, held at the La Défense Arena in France on January 23rd.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. The 3 K-pop stars are listed among the performers for the charity concert organized by the Fondation des Hôpitaux, chaired by Brigitte Macron, the wife of French President Emmanuel Macron. So other performers include American singer Katy Perry and American singer John Legend as well. So the campaign involves collecting coins smaller than €1, which is about 1,400 Korean won, to improve the welfare of hospitalized children, with the fundraising effort lasting about a month. Now, this will also be Rosé's second time performing at this concert at a charity event, as she was also taking part with Blackpink. This is 2023, I believe, as well.
C'est vraiment très intéressant. That was very interesting, Walter. And next up, we are going to talk about a new K-pop group, specifically from JYP.
Yes. JYP Entertainment rookie boy group Kick Flip will release their debut mini album called Flip It, Kick It. Now, on January 20th, they plan to release this, officially starting their activities as a group. Now, the group name Kickflip, for anyone who's out there who may be a skateboarder, which it refers to the skateboarding trick where the board barrels 360 degrees, is the group's way of expressing their intention to break free from conventions and deliver fresh performances. Now, the group Kickflip has 7 members, 5 from Korea and 2 from Japan. They were recently named one of the 8 rookie K-pop acts to watch in 2025 by Grammy.com. So this is signaling their bright future. Now, their debut mini album, Flip It, Kick It, features 6 tracks, including title song Mama Said. This mini album will officially drop at 6 p.m. on the January 20th. On the same day as well, the group will hold a debut show on Mnet M2 at 7 p.m. and also a debut showcase at 9 p.m. to mark off the start of their career, so don't miss that.
I'm sure we'll be reporting a lot about this group in the future. And now ending with a secret or another movie we have to talk about.
Yes, actually, we've talked about this movie a little bit before, but the press and distributor screening alongside with the media Q&A session for the movie Secret Untold Melody, starring EXO member Do Kyung-soo, better known as D.O., and Won Jin-ah, and also Shin Ye-eun, was held on Tuesday, which is just yesterday. So Secret Untold Melody is a fantasy romance film which starts with a chance meeting in a rehearsal room between the characters Yoo-jun, a pianist played by Do, and Chong-ah, portrayed by Won. Yoo-jun's promising career is derailed by an unexpected injury, but Chong-ah rekindles his love for music and guiding him toward a timeless secret waiting to be uncovered. Now, Do Kyung-soo shared his experience playing the role, saying that, "I don't know how to play the piano, but the opportunity to act as if I were playing it and try the melodrama genre drew me to this film." And also he said that, "I worked hard to express the movements and actions of the pianist, such as how they emphasize certain notes and accents when they're playing." So anyone who's wanting to see this movie, they'll have to wait until January 28th for its release.
I really wonder what that secret is.
Yes.
By watching the trailer, I really wanted to check it out myself, and
Yes.
I'll have to wait until January 28th, as you
couple of
just
weeks.
said.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much, Walter, for those key interviews.
I'll stick around.
And next up, we have other culture-related news with our AI anchor, Ari. Take it away.
Welcome to the Culture Wave AI News. Let's get started with today's top story. Gyeongju and Gyeongsangbuk-do province attracted more than 1 million international tourists last year. This marks the first time the city has reached this milestone in a single year. The highest number of visitors came from China, followed by Taiwan, Japan, and Russia. Gyeongju plans to enhance its promotion and marketing efforts to further stimulate tourism ahead of the upcoming APAC summit, scheduled to take place in the city from late October to early November. Gyeongju, often referred to as the Museum Without Walls, was the capital of the ancient Silla Kingdom. The Hallasan Snow Flower Bus, offering convenient access to Hallasan Mountain's breathtaking winter scenery, will now operate on weekdays. The Snowflower Bus Route 1100 will run 6 times daily, complementing the existing Route 240. With the additional weekday service, a total of 15 daily trips will be available to popular Hallasan destinations. This initiative aims to ease parking shortages and reduce traffic congestion in the surrounding area. The celebrated play The Cherry Orchard will take the stage at the Busan Citizens Hall Grand Theater from March 13th to 15th. Directed by renowned director Simon Stone, the production features an all-star cast, including some of Korea's most acclaimed actors like Chun Do-yeon and Park Hae-soo. The play reinterprets the final masterpiece of Anton Chekhov, one of Russia's greatest literary figures, transforming the classic into a modern tale set in contemporary Korean society. Each character has been given a new name and identity, tailored to reflect Korean cultural nuances. Director Simon Stone, known for his innovative productions across the US and the UK, brings his expertise to this adaptation, promising a fresh take on the timeless story. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more cultural updates and engaging discussions coming your way.
Once a week, we connect live to a correspondent who fills us in on K-culture news overseas. Today, we will talk to a K correspondent in the heart of Europe, the Czech Republic. The country is well known here in Korea through a K-drama that was filmed in its capital, Prague. Nowadays, Korean culture and products have become popular in the Czech Republic with the influence of K-pop, K-dramas, K-food, and even Korean healthcare. Let's now connect to our K correspondent, Kevin Tong, in the Czech Republic to find out more. Kevin, hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Zoa. Hello, Walter. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Now, Kevin, please introduce yourself to the Culture Wave viewers.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Jung. I am a student studying medicine in Prague, Czech Republic. It's just now been over a year since I came to Prague, which makes me feel slightly underqualified, but I'll try to do my best today.
We see, Kevin, through the media, how the Korean wave has grown in the Czech Republic. That's what we want to talk about a little bit. But how do you really perceive it, having been there now for a little over a year?
Well, my understanding is that Czech Republic has always been big in Korea. As you said, ever since the dramas, I believe the name was Lovers in Prague.
Right.
The other way around is taking just a bit longer, I think, but it's getting steam and it's getting bigger every time. For instance, I see several great Korean restaurants. I believe Matsip is probably one of the most famous ones. More recently, a Korean hot dog restaurant opened. It's perceived immensely well. And of course, K-pop is still one of the biggest things you can see and feel the influence of Korean culture. Many idols come for a global tour, but it's not just the idols anymore. It's the genre for K-pop is broadening. For instance, I think last year, the rap artist Dynamic Duo performed in Prague, which I think is a big change. And Alza, this is the largest online shop in Czech Republic, actually, which is similar to Coupang, maybe a smaller Amazon. I discovered in there's a separate section on their website for Korean cosmetics and beauty products, which was quite a surprise to me.
Wow, that's quite a wide variety of Korean things that you find in the Czech Republic. I was really surprised with Dynamic Duo being there at a concert.
Yeah, so was I, actually. Yeah. So the Czech Republic's capital, Prague, is a popular tourist destination for Koreans. Now, backed by the Hallyu craze, are there any Korean tourism spots that are popular amongst the Czechs?
See, when I talk to the younger generation, oh God, that makes me sound very old. But they do seem more interested in seeing Seoul, the big city life, all things Korean culture. They want to go to restaurants, they do the cafes. The K-pop fans want to go to a concert. They want to visit, I'm not sure if I can say the company name, the SM Town or one of the big venues, see everything. I've talked to some slightly older generations. They want to see more historic stuff, maybe like the Gyeongbokgung or like how the museums, or they also want to see the nature. Like I've talked about how beautiful like Jirisan or like Soraksan tends to be. Additionally, they're an inland country, so they don't really have the sea. Of course, it's not that far away, but still, when I talk about them, the beaches of Korea, they also seem quite interested about that as well.
I see. And now let's talk a little bit about, we mentioned that Lovers in Prague was really popular, but are there any Korean dramas or movies that are a hit among maybe the younger people or students, medical students maybe in particular in the Czech Republic?
Well, I think being medical students, I think almost all of them watched like House or Grey's Anatomy. So or some different sort of medical TV series. So I recommended 슬기로운 의사생활 to some of them, and I think they found it to be quite delightful. I think one of the reasons is because it focuses more on the life of medical personnel rather than the conflicts or like the stress of being in a hospital, like in a house. Some of my other friends are a big fan of the horror genre, so I think they found the Train to Busan really interesting. And then they also tried, which I think it was Kingdom, which is, and they found that quite interesting as well.
I see. And let's now talk a little bit about your proficiency, or you are a medical student right now. So we heard that the influence of the Korean wave is actually expanding into the medical field. So is this true?
Now, I haven't gone into my clinical years, so don't take my word too seriously, please. But from what I can see, is similar to us. The Czech Republic has a universal healthcare system, and seen from the inside of the medical scene, the hospitals and the personnel and everyone there is top notch. And to my understanding, is there's more and more like equipment and medications being used that they bring in from Korea, they buy from Korea, despite being, well, in the middle of Europe, right next to or close to great companies like Bayer or AstraZeneca. And I think it's because during the COVID-19 pandemic, a great shortage of medical equipment and medicine like gave an opportunity for the Korean companies to show the world that, yes, we do make like good products, we do make good medicine and good equipments. And related to that, Nemotsin the Moto hospital that we go for lectures and practicals, is now currently going under construction for renovation and expansion for, I believe, a cancer treatment center, which means they're going to bring in a lot more equipment. They're going to need a lot more medication related to cancer. And I believe a good number of them might be Korean. Now, something else that I can say as a student who hasn't gone into the clinical year yet is that my professor so proudly showed us a 3D image simulator that we use for anatomy practicals, which was co-developed between a Korean university and a US university. Now, if you're from computer engineering or architecture, you might say that, well, 3D image, it's not like new cutting edge stuff. That's old technology. But it's not just the technology of showing the image, but it's the programming and the database that goes inside of an anatomy like simulation. That's more important. And I think that's an impressive feat that a Korean university has developed such a thing. Another reason that I think the Korean, like, well, not just cosmetic and healthcare, but like increase in popularity in Korean like well-being products is that, well, even more than the US, which you can see like walls of vitamin supplements, we are immensely like interested in being at well-being. We have from simple vitamin supplements to medications for like joints and gum pains as well. Just you can go to the supermarket and buy something, and which it's so prevalent and so big that I believe is one of the reasons that it's now going into Europe as well.
Very interesting.
Very fascinating. I wonder if there is any medical sort of practice that Czechs are interested in.
One of my professors actually found acupuncture very interesting, and I'm not terribly sure about the English word. He also found dim very interesting as well. He says it's like it's something that really shouldn't work scientifically, but it works, and he would just love to learn more about Korean medicine.
That's quite interesting as well. But let's go back to something, I guess, more relatable for our viewers. As far as we know, people in Czech Republic consume a lot of meat and beer. I assume they may have similar tastes to Koreans here. Where does Korean food stand in terms of popularity there in the Czech Republic?
I wouldn't say it's a major thing, quite honestly. And well, nothing's really that major. But since Czech Republic already has good beer, we already have some of them in Korea as well, like Pilsner or Kozel. Because they have good beer, I believe like the Korean Korean fried chicken is like a real big hit. And other different types of like meat-related dishes are also a big hit as well. As I said, there are some great restaurants here, 맛집, Chubang or some other places, they're almost all full. And I believe it's just going to be growing more and more.
And very briefly, Kevin, what other areas of the K-wave are currently popular in the Czech Republic?
Well, like I said, I was quite surprised to find Korean like beauty and cosmetic stuff in Czech Republic that is quite big, because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a male, or maybe just I haven't looked into it yet, because you only think like, oh, it's going to be K-pop, oh, it's going to be like movies and dramas, and then you come and see like the people using BB creams or different kind of lip glosses and all that stuff, which was just immensely interesting to me.
We did actually just yesterday on our program mention how K-beauty is growing extensively in the countries around the world. So I guess that's also the case with the Czech Republic. So thank you very much for connecting with us today, Kevin, and keep in touch.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
And thank you, Walter, as always. So we're going to have you back next week.
Yes, I'll see you next week.
See you. And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again on Thursday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.